Hey guys, Salvi here, just reminding you to, of course, like, subscribe, and follow, and all that kind of good stuff that YouTube asks if you enjoy what video I'm going to put out for you today. Thank you. Many of you already know, but for those in the back who do not know, Aster has been fired, basically quiet fired, in the nicest way possible from Nijisanji EN. They basically said he was separated. They waited out his contract because he started it around, he actually debuted around the 25th of July, which means a couple of months before that, he had already signed a contract with them. Around maybe May or June, he had signed the contract already. And in that same year of 2022, and that's when everything started. So they let him go on July 15th in a very, very, very soft way. Like a super soft way. It is just they're devolving. It is the worst possible way they could have ever done this in just letting him be separated. When for Twisty, they terminated her, and they said why they terminated her. For Sayu, or, you know, Sayu's friend will say, Zion Lanza, she was terminated with a bucket list of things, with like a straight bullet point list of things that they had done wrong. Doki's friend Selen as well, same thing, was done that way. We all know what that means. Like, I'm just saying it because, you know, just continuing with the way that the VTubing world is, but we all know who they were. Same thing, a bullet point list of everything bad they've done. It's like they didn't even bother asking fans to support the remaining eLuna members or announce the state of this merch in fan letters. They went from this stuff here of termination to Lentoski, 3 pages, 3 very long pages, to this, where they just are basically devolving into, hey, he's one of our golden boys. He's someone that we actually like. He's one of our very much beloved people. For probably the executives really like him or something like that. He's one of them. So that's why we're going to be doing it this way. And of course, you're telling me a multi-billion yen company like Any Color who prides themselves in their legal team on how they handle legal stuff. Because yes, they do make a point of saying, hey, we sued this guy, we sued that guy, you know, doing victory laps with that, cannot even bother to write a formal letter to the people now. Incompetence has its limits, but this company somehow found a new bottom. And like I said, this is just my rat, but he is pretty much, their hands were forced. They didn't want to let him go, which is why they waited as long as they did. They didn't want to let him go, in my opinion. They also wanted to make it as clean as possible for the investors so that they don't get worried, so that they don't think the sky is falling, because investors are easily spooked, especially investors like the Nijisanji ones that look only for money. That's what investors do in general. They're easily spooked, and I think this was to make sure that don't get spooked. Still, I agree with Chris, the Holo Pro Simp. This is stupid. This is really bad. Let's see some comments down here. Also softer than the whistleblower received. What the F is this comedy? Black Yacht humor. I just want to say the phrase evolving but backwards is, you know, basically it's devolving. Doki and Sayu definitely got the short end of the stick, since Niji wasn't humbled, yet they got dragged through the mud. It's not surprising that they went soft on Aster. They also were like this with Twisty, and yet they still treated it way easier than the victim. That's the thing. They treated it way easier than the victim. They seem to be getting way lazier, it seems like, as well, in what they're doing recently. The backlash from Doki Bird humbled them, just not in the best way. They basically learned the worst advice from the whole ordeal. I kind of agree with that. Need to learn the wrong lesson from sudden termination. Aster being soft terminated with a gentler hand than they dealt with Sayu or, you know, Zion Lanza. Doki for the video, and, you know, it's just basically he's done worse than Zion or Doki, in my opinion, because he's actually caused victims. He's actually physically tried to do things with people that, you know, without consent, or at least trying to get forced consent from them in a very manipulative way. This is not good, and I wish they had done something better. I wish they had done it better. But Nijisanji looks like they will not learn their lesson. It looks like they will not fix things that are going on. I really, really hate the way that they've been doing this lately. I am personally torn on this one. I do understand what people are going to be saying here, which is, you know, Finana, Uki, Elira, continued to hang out with Aster during his suspension. Of course, the suspension we're going to assume started around December when everything was being pushed back. Around that time is when things supposedly started getting really serious for the investigation or whatever investigation they try to do. The reason why I'm torn about this is that what this is showing is that Aster Arcadia was hanging out with various other people. You had, of course, Finana, Uki, and Elira hanging out in the same place with him. That is, of course, it is what it is. I'm not sure if this, can be seen as guilt by association. People tend to do this a lot with guilt by association. You take it as you will. I'm just putting this out there as information for you guys. This is one of those times that I'm not going to really say my opinion on this because I'm not really sure. This was also playing League outside of streaming, outside of that. So, people are saying, oh, you had other people who were hanging out with Luka Kaneshiro, for example, on stream and such. And people were streaming with Aster or whatever, whenever they had to, or they were doing collaborations with him or what have you. On stream is a little bit different, in my opinion. That's one of the things that I will say. It can be seen as on stream being more professional, being more, maybe I don't like this dude, but, my company's forcing me to do this. It could also be very forced, as we know Nijisanji is not necessarily the best at making the talents just not have to choose what they don't want. So this one is more of a letting you guys decide if it's as horrible as it looks, or if it is just people hanging out with each other just because, maybe they were friends before, and it's like they're waiting for things to actually come out in the investigation, etc. Either way, now that we know, I know hindsight being 2020, now that we know, of course, the optics are very different after you found out certain things now, personally. So, of course, I'll leave this for you guys to decide, like I said before. VExpo, or VTuber Expo, as a lot of people call it, is going to be at Birmingham and EC, September 5th through the 7th. The UK and EU community is celebrating there. So it's Birmingham, which is in, of course, England, I believe, in the UK. Unveil the world together, Globey. Globey Social is back for round 2 of VExpo as a sponsor. This trailblazing agency brings the best of European talent to the global stage. With gaming, singing, and a lot of yapping, your Globey Oshi is waiting for you. Come discover the world of Globey in Birmingham this September. And of course, they are one of the sponsors, one of the many sponsors, of course, that they're going to have. Guest announcements: Nom Nom Yummy Rocks, Sarah Luceria, gem-loving ASM artist, Carbuncle of Globey's third generation, Morveria, shines at VExpo. Then we also have, next, is going to be Reina Ronrea, along with a bunch of other VTubers as well. Globey's first generation shakes your world with her voice range at VExpo as well. So it's going to be, she's going to just be there. I'm not sure if they're going to do meet and greets just yet, but she has been announced as being there. There, of course, are others, like Limalicious for meet and greets. You have Saura, which is going to be a meet and greet. Utado Pandora, meet and greet. You have Nene Amano, meet and greet. Rin Penrose, meet and greet. Nasty Girls, which is a VTuber group, meet and greet, which is Obi Katie Cat and others. Diariku looks like it's going to be the one on the far left. Then you also have Echo Mori, meet and greet, and many others. Alicia Lantano, Komiyama Ambrose, Sarah Laceria, Bonnie Barkswell, Maeve Morvin. You also have Sarugaku Leon, Jelly Hoshiyumi, Pipkin Pippa, Komachi Panko, Cleo Aite, to name a few, to name various there. So, of course, they have various VTubers there. Of course, doing meet and greets, doing moments there with the fans, which is great because the European fans sometimes don't get as much love as North America when it comes to these things. So I'm glad that they are getting love here. I know it's going to be great, and I know that the people that are going to be going there, that are fans of each and every one of the girls and guys that are going to be there, are going to enjoy themselves. Glitchstar EN's newest member, Kanna Yanagi, has, of course, she's a Happy Duck Harpy detective, who has, of course, decided to show off her new outfit, her new design, a debut for Glitchstars.
And we'll go over to my little like slide picture thingy that I have. So let me just take. You see, I have my handy suitcase. Can't be carrying that around outside. I'm going to knock it into furniture, and that's how you get bumps in absolutely all of the wooden furniture everywhere. So let me just
sounds like me.
There, put it away. Gotta take off the coat as well. It's been raining. It's a little bit wet outside. I don't want to drench water all over the place. Gah. No more coat. Hat though? Hat? No hat? You know, hat you can kind of use a hat inside, right?
You can kind of use it. Yes, you can.
You kind of use a hat. Yeah. I can wear it for a little bit longer. And then, of course...
She's a harpy now.
So nice to stretch out my wings.
The wings! Holy moly! People love it. So cute. Everyone loves it. Like, look at her chat. Her chat's going crazy.
You knew I was the Harpy, right?
Harpy wings.
The wings aren't that much of a surprise. I mean, sometimes I hide it when I'm outside because, of course, not
wings!
everyone. Not everyone.
So there you go. She showed that off.
I am very nearsighted, so if I do lose my glasses, I'm not going to see very well.
She is a polyglot, English, Norwegian, Japanese, trilingual. Very nice. Of course, some likes and dislikes from her. And, of course, continuing on here, favorite games that she puts out there. Other things as, like, kamogumis, kamos for short. So she is showing off everything. Detective Agency Goal hosts fun events, 100,000 subscribers, which is a great goal to have. She's easily going to reach it. She's already at 54.5k. She'll easily reach it before she even knows it. This is the new look, though, that she has for Glitchstars. Let's take a look.
Oh.
She's hag maxing, of course.
Oh, what's that? Goes well with the jacket.
She has the long hair now.
Close up on the jacket design. I also have kamogimis on my jacket because you're way too.
And there you go.
It comes back. Just sometimes it can.
Elf ears and the long hair looks really nice.
And I see my teeth. Very cute round eyebrows. They're not food, okay?
The reason why she says that, there is a K-On! Was the first time in manga / anime where I saw people that had those eyebrows. I think they were called like radish eyebrows or something like that. I think K-On!, one of them had a dream / fantasy or whatever of, I think Mugi was the name of the person who had those type of eyebrows, and they ate them. So yeah, basically they're seen as like a pickled radish. I think it's pickled radish eyebrows. That's what they're seen as. So some people say it's like not food. Okay.
They're not food.
And let's take a look and see what else she shows. She shows this cute look with the shorter hair.
If you make me watch a scary movie or something.
And there is without the pillow.
Oh god, it's back to normal again.
Those eyes though. She got those eyes though. Look at that. Yeah. So yeah, she's having lots of fun. Really big congratulations for her to be able to get into Glitchstars, to be able to move on in that path that she wants to take. And I know she's going to have tons of fun, and good luck to her in everything that she does. The Hololive English Hololive production is, of course, the agency underneath the Cover Corp umbrella, which involves, of course, Hololive JP, Hololive English, Hololive ID, and Holostars English and JP, as well as Device. Now is their new branch that they have there. So why am I talking about this? Remember, they have their All for One Hololive English third concert that's going to be happening at Radio City Music Hall, if I'm not mistaken, in New York City. So it's a 2-day thing, but they have special guests now. They've announced all 4 of their special guests. The first one is it's going to be over the next 2 days that they announce it. I've waited for all the announcements to happen. First one is going to be Ayunda Risu from Hololive ID. How many guests are still have to be announced? Stay tuned for some big reveals. Next one, Ozura Subaru. Ozura Subaru, of course, is the duck of the Shuba duck of Hololive JP. Originally, she was supposed to be, I think, a gym trainer or gym owner, I believe, and she just became a Shuba duck after everything. Then you have Kureji Ali, who is also a part of Hololive World Stage Tour, the world tour that Hololive is doing and starting as of a couple days ago. As of the weekend, it started in Sydney, Australia. She is also going to be a guest at All for One Hololive English concert. Next after that is going to be, of course, Tokoyami Toa is the very last one mentioned. Did you get ready for the Ultimate Live concert featuring our 4 special guests? And of course, they have them there, All for One. and they are all going to be doing an amazing job. Really, really, really happy to see Toa-sama be a part of this, along with all the other girls, Ozura Subaru, and others who, of course, are going to be singing their hearts out and are going to be doing amazing things. I always say amazing. I always say amazing a lot. I do apologize for that. But they are going to be making sure that everyone has a good time. It is her birthday. We're talking about Airani EO15. July 15th is her birthday. By the time you guys are probably seeing this, it will be July 16th in Asia. So it is past her birthday, but July 15th, it still is over here when I'm living in the past. Hello, people from the future, is me from the past. So let's talk about what she did today. She had her amazing birthday 2025 3D live, which of course it says have a nice trip and a dream. And she played piano, as you can see here, which is amazing. I absolutely love this. Let's take a look. That was an amazing start. Okay, we got it started off on the right foot. Holy moly, that is amazing. Let's go see what she did next. Playing guitar too. And remember, she had guests here. So one of the guests is Sora, as you can see right here. And having them sing together is amazing. And of course, she talks with her a little bit.
マイクをね、ちょっと落としてここに座ってるっていうね。でもいいね、なんかまったりできる。
Welcome back, everybody, to the VTuber Showcase, the place where I like to showcase up-and-coming VTubers of every size, shape, form, type, everything in between. The reason why I do this is to make sure that the VTuber space does at least have some positivity in there, and that is why I do these things to help others out there. We're talking about Kazewolf, a him Canadian streamer, soon to be VTuber, older than most, and we are going to actually show their Twitch and YouTube, if they have it, of course. Old Wolf from the Canadian Frontier, here to stream and show you some games, get to know people, and hopefully bring some joy and happiness into the world. I can definitely drink to that. I definitely support that. Let's see what they have here. They have their actual VTuber form there. I believe it's a PNG, or it may be a movable. We'll see. Oh, no, it's live 2D. There we go. It's live 2D. It's playing Railroader, which it looks like a type of railroad sim, kind of like, I guess, truck sim, but railroad. Why is someone running after him? What? Let me in!
Kayla just run up and jump on my engine.
They're trying to be inside. They're trying to be inside. Let me in!
God damn it, let me on.
Let me in! Let me in! There we go. So today, we're also going to be taking a look at their YouTube side. They've been playing this Railroader for a while. Looks pretty nice. I mean, it looks like an interesting kind of more chill, relaxed type of game where you can maybe chat with your chat and just have a good time. So, of course, I do want to showcase what they have here. And thank you so much, Kazewolf, for allowing me to showcase you. And I do hope this helps you grow in some way. Thank you guys for watching, as always, and of course, take a look, and if you enjoy everything, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, all those things that YouTube asks of you. Really do appreciate you. Have a wonderful day.